Yo, what's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Chaz Jackson coming back to you once again, representing GNG Gifting and Gift. Hey, just want to take the time to tell you thank you for giving me your eyes and your ears once again as we get ready to continue to dive deep into a series we started a few weeks back on the 7 Cardinal Rules of Life. And I encourage each and every one of you, if you have not reviewed or listened to those previous videos, go back, look at them, let me know what you think about them, comment on them. Hey, I really value you guys' opinion. Now, I pray that these videos plant like a seed in your mind and assist you in becoming a greater version of yourselves. Now, without further ado, that 6th cardinal rule to life is stop thinking too much. Stop thinking too much. And I want to dive deep with you guys on 3 different principles for this one, kings and queens, and I want you to stay with me, dive deep with me, keep an open mind, okay? Now, the first one that I want to address on this one, and this is a powerful, powerful rule in my opinion, man. Stop thinking so much. The first one is go with your first instinct. Go with your first instinct. I can't tell you how many times I have switched something that I was destined to keep my mind set on. Like, for instance, something very recent, me at work, we have team meetings weekly. Doctors, therapists, everybody get together and talk about each individual patient. And during those times, for some reason, I always still get anxious during those visits or those group meetings. I don't know why, but it's just the temptation of getting in front of all those people and giving your opinion on someone else and how they're doing. And don't get me wrong, I know how to do my job. I am confident in what I do, but it's just something about getting in that environment. And what I would tend to do is I would have an exact notion or exact note of how a patient is doing or how a patient their assist level is. And for some reason during that particular time frame, I tend to want to change what I think. Like, I'll say, well, maybe that person is doing a little bit better than what I got down, or maybe they're doing a little worse than what I got down. And I will sit there and think so much to a point to where I get anxiety, a little bit low self-esteem, a low confidence in what I'm presenting to the doctors at that particular moment. And I just have to step back at times, kings and queens, during that time and say, hey, go with your first instinct, because 9 out of 10 times, your first instinct is the right one. Your first thought is the right one. And at times, I got to remember that I am a confident physical therapist assistant and I know what I'm doing. So strive deep and stay on path with what you have down for those particular patients. Now, for that second principle that I want to throw at you guys is to take action. Be a person that takes action. And I got to use my wife on this one, Amy Jackson, man. She has great inspiration in my life, man. I look up to her so much. And this is a situation that I feel like is going to pinpoint what I want to bring out of this principle, kings and queens. Now, we are in the process of wanting to, do more traveling and head to Texas next, and my wife, Amy, she's been wanting to try to get on board with the travel nursing, and she's been working with different contractors trying to get a job in the area that I just got a job in, and they keep going different ways saying that there's nothing available, or maybe this is available but it's an hour away. And we was thinking so much into it, what if we don't get this job, or what if we don't get to work this shift? And it started being stressful for us and started being hindering on our relationship, thinking that things were not going to work out for the best. But, we prayed about it. And what my Amy did was take action onto herself in regards of, hey, I'm not going to sit around and wait for these contractors to find me a job. I'm going to seek and find that job on my own. And I tell you, kings and queens, the lady collected 3 interviews on her own in areas that the contractors said that there was not any jobs. So I encourage each and every one of y'all for this principles to take action on your thoughts. Because a lot of times when we sit in those thoughts, man, it's going to put us in a down state. And the last principle, kings and queens, that I want to throw at you is surrender to your heart. Surrender to your heart. And man, this is a powerful principle for me, because with these GNG videos, kings and queens, you know, it's coming up a year this summer, June. It's going to be a year that I've been making these videos. And prior to last year, me starting these videos, the Lord had placed on my heart to start making these videos almost 2 years, and I fought him on it, kings and queens. I fought him. You know, I went back and forth with God like, hey, this is not something I'm supposed to be doing. I'm an introvert. Hey, I believe in you, but hey, let me bring this person to the side and tell them about you. I'm going to go to church and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. This is way out of my league, God. And, you know, I fought him for so long, and it took a tragedy, me actually losing my brother last year, February, for God to hit me with the 1-2 combo and made me realize a situation. You know, my brother died in February, and I was in the room, my dad was in the room, and the nurse announced that his death was 3:18 in the afternoon, kings and queens. And I tell you, that's when God really showed a revelation and really punched me in the mouth, because during that time I was learning verses. And one of the verses that I was learning was 1 John 3:18. And it said, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. And man, it hit home in 2 different directions, because as I was looking at my brother when he left this earth, you know, we loved a lot with our words and tongue, but we never showed a lot of action with it. You know, I remember telling my brother I loved him, but we were so distant from each other. We didn't have that great relationship as I was wanting to have, and what we was beginning to build before God took him away, before this earth took him away, And where God really showed me a revelation on that was, you know, Chaz, you said you love me, but you're not showing it with actions. You're not showing it with actions. And I tell you, kings and queens, I still pushed it all the way to the summer, but that got overwhelming right there, because God called me to lead with actions. But kings and queens, I encourage each and every one of you to surrender to your heart. And know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made individuals. And God has something deep within you that you're supposed to be sharing, kings and queens. And I encourage each and every one of you to stop thinking so much about your goals, your ambitions, and first, go with your first instinct. Secondly, take actions and surrender to your heart when something is constantly on your mind. Go and strive after it, kings and queens. But this video is actually maybe one of the longest ones that I made. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about this rule, kings and queens. And again, I encourage each and every one of you to strive to your greatest version of yourselves. And I encourage each and every one of you to apply these principles to your life. And let me know if there's anything I can do for you guys out there, okay? But stay up with GNG. More videos coming soon. And remember, we are God's echo. Peace.